We know that during Ramadan, access to the Al-Aqsa mosque in Jerusalem often creates significant tensions, even in the calmest of years. But now, because of the war in Gaza, we imagine the situation is particularly fraught. How do you assess the mood today?
Well, look, Naj, behind me is Damascus Gate, one of the many entrances to Jerusalem's old city. Typically, there will be decorations on the gate, but none of that this year because, of course, the war in Gaza hanging over Ramadan, hanging over festivities. I've seen for myself the heavy police presence, the Israeli police presence inside the old city. Just yesterday night, footage emerged of Israeli border police using heavy-handed tactics to push back a small group of worshippers who were trying to gain access to the Al-Aqsa mosque compound to take part in those Ramadan prayers. And of course, you know, this is a flashpoint in tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. It always has been, and they often come to a head during Ramadan. Of course, the fear is this year, with the war in Gaza and restrictions on worshippers, that could stir up tensions even more. I've spoken to people who live here in Jerusalem. They've told me they're anxious about what may happen over the next few weeks. So this does, in a way, feel like a city on edge.
And Andy, just explain to us in a bit more detail then, why is it that we do often see this spillover of tensions in Jerusalem during Ramadan?
Well, look, Jerusalem's old city is home to the holiest site in Judaism. It's home to the third holiest site in Islam, the Al-Aqsa mosque. So at any given time, tensions can be high. But of course, with the war in Gaza, it means they're even higher than usual. Couple that with the ongoing clampdown that's taking place across the occupied West Bank and the restrictions on worshippers we've seen since October 7th. And we've even seen in the run-up to Ramadan differences emerging within the Israeli government on entrance restrictions for worshippers. At one point, Israel's far-right National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, even proposed restricting access to Israeli Arabs. That's Arabs with Israeli citizenship. And now he was eventually overruled by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after Shin Bet, Israel's internal security agency, voiced concern. So the government has insisted that it won't restrict access this year. But the problem is, there's often a difference between the official government line and people's actual experience of trying to gain access to the Al-Aqsa mosque when they're turned back by Israeli police. And that can be a source of frustration and a trigger for violence.
Andrew Hilliar from outside Damascus Gate in the old city of Jerusalem. Thank you.